What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to put on the ApisQueen thrusters on my little kayak. So that's the video for today. If you didn't see the little short, watch that where I did the unboxing of it, and here we go. So real quick, full disclosure, I had to order another one of these. The first one I got, I didn't see it until I took it out of the box the second time to look at it. But one of these, which I don't know exactly what these are, there's plenty of you guys out there that are smarter than me. I don't know if this is a fuse or if this isn't what this is. Regulator, I don't know. But if y'all know what this is between the motor and the box, you can let me know. But it had it had paper taped on it that said bad, and then it said smokes. So I had to contact Amazon, and then I just told them to ship me a new one. And this one came in, and there's no, bad notes on this one. So just so you know, that first one I got, it looked like it had been a return and somebody just threw it back in a box and shipped it to me, which kind of sucks. But hopefully this is going to all work out nice. Real quick, so here's the box that is connected. I guess it's not technically a control box, it's just where everything is wired into. So you got your wires coming in from the motor from this side. It tells you right and left, okay, and then you got the wires connect to the battery, and we're going to get after it. I've already got my mount connected. This was probably the third rendition I did of a trolling motor mount on the back of the little Tamarack Angler. So if you haven't seen any of those, you can take a look at those videos too. I'll try to link them in the description if you want to go back and find them. But this is set up basically so I could put a trolling motor here, and I did. But I need something that is lighter weight, that is not going to interfere with me if I have to be in a creek, that I'm dragging the kayak. I don't want a motor that I have to pick up and move. Plus sometimes, like the last place I went, man, I really had to move the kayak a lot, and it wouldn't have been good with a trolling motor. So I've got something, this is a lot lighter obviously than that. So let's get after it. I've already done a few cuts ahead of time just to kind of get it done. It's really hot, so I did that inside, but I don't have room for the kayak in the garage and all that. So I went to Walmart and I bought the biggest cutting board that they had. This one was like 20 inches by something. I mean, it was really wide, because I wanted to have the motors, because I've got two, I wanted to have the motors far enough apart that, from some stuff I read, saying that, you don't want them too close together because they'll be pulling water or pushing water, so to speak, and one may take water from another one, and then one doesn't work well. I don't know. I don't know anything about thrusters and that kind of stuff. So this is what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to mount them to this, and then we're going to then connect this. Basically, I'm going to connect through here. Let me see if I can turn this sideways and where we can all see what I'm doing here. I've got my pipe, so this is a 3/4 pipe, got a coupling side, connector side here, and this is going to go through here, and then I'm going to put a cap, basically a threaded cap, on the back side of this so that this will stay locked on, and then these will get mounted basically on the bottom side of this. And I'll move the camera around so you guys can see that stuff once I get to that point. But for now, I'll tip it up a little bit too, and that may make it a little easier. So this is just going to kind of get threaded through, and I can adjust the height and depth on it with the pipe. This is one I used to use for my camera. I've got plenty of 3/4 pipe just all over the place, to be honest. And I'm going to mount it first to this. It's not one of my best cuts, y'all. Did that with the jigsaw. Problem with the jigsaw and then cutting, like a plastic composite type stuff, is that after you've cut through a ways, it'll melt, and then it basically, hardens back up. So I had to kind of cut it twice, and I didn't get a very good cut, but it'll be all right. So the thrusters will mount. I've marked it. Which one's the left and which one's the right side, so that I wouldn't mess that up, and then which way the thruster should point. So these are the thrusters here. I'll just show you these real quick. So this is one of them. Again, I don't know 100% how fast this is going to move me, but if it moves me close to 2 miles an hour, I'm 100% happy with that. I just want something that will move me so I don't have to paddle the whole time I'm out on the water. And then these are the connectors that the motor slides into. You can kind of see that, and it slides into that. So these are going to get mounted on here, and then I need to glue them too, just because I've only got a couple of bolts that I'm going to put in. I didn't want to put a whole bunch of bolts in here, but we're going to mount them, you know, basically here. I got my arrows so I know which side I'm supposed to put them on. And then this is going to be flipped upside down, of course, because this will be on the bottom. These will be mounted on the bottom. Alright. Now, oh shoot, I got to get my drill so I can drill my holes. But I'll probably go and put the glue on first. And I'm just using this marine Loctite. So I'm just going to spread a little bit around it. If I can get it to come out of here. Sheesh. Those mosquitoes. Okay. And the glue on here is only really to help keep it in place just a little bit. Alright, I'm going to get my drill so I can put the holes in it. Alright, so just got a couple of holes to drill. Alright, now we're going to put the bolts on it. Go top. Didn't realize how soft this rubber is. I may have to put more than just 2 bolts in it. Okay. We're going to work on that and we'll be back. Alright, so I just used these fancy washers that I had just to kind of hold it down a little better. Like I said, once the glue hardens and dries, then I shouldn't have any problem with these, you know, once I get them in the water. And if they do loosen up or something, then I can just add a little more, add a different glue, or I can just add a whole bunch of screws around the sides. I can't really put one in the front here just because I've got to be able to slide the motor in. So let's go to this next step. Okay, so now we're going to attach to the actual post. I do need to put some glue on here because I haven't put any PVC glue on here yet, just to make sure this stays where it should. Alright, put it on. A quarter turn. There we go. I'm gonna glue this on from the other side once I put this on. I just gotta make sure I go straight. So gotta make sure I got this all set up right too. It goes this way. So I'm gonna test it first before I glue everything. So we're just gonna slide this up here like this. And screw the cap on. Like that. Drop it down. I should have mowed today. It is so hot, y'all. There's my motors right here. Right here, right here. Alright, I gotta go get my battery. Alright, I mentioned this in the little short video, but so this is the remote that comes with it. It's fairly lightweight. Looks like it does charge up though on the side, so you don't have to add batteries evidently. I've got it hooked up to the battery. I just got it on my 52 amp hour lithium, and we're going to double check it and make sure that we've got these facing the right direction. I'm pretty sure they are, but so we're going to turn it on. So connect to the box. Oh, it's got a nice little lanyard that came with it too for the remote. All right, let's try it. A little tissue here just to kind of show you. So we're going to turn it up just a little bit. The toggle basically goes up as forward. And you guys can see them moving, I'm sure. And which way are they going? Oh, they're going this way. Yep. You can kind of see there. Now I don't know how fast this will go. Now if you want to go backwards, then you just pull down, and you can see it's sucking it in, right? So it's going the other direction. Oops. Uh-oh, hold on. What are we doing? Alright, let's see what's going on here. Well, that's not good, y'all. I'm gonna be upset if I gotta send this back twice and find me something totally different. Dang. Well, let's see. Man, this one is really hot, y'all. This one's nice and cool. That's the one that seems to be working right now. This one doesn't want to work for some reason. It's just like it's shaking for some reason. Well, that is not cool at all. I'm going to have to send it back, and I'm going to have to find something different. I really thought this was going to be good after I got the other one that came in today. I got it shipped fast. I'm not doing a third one. There's just no reason to. I mean, this thing's cost for the whole kit. I mean, it's probably not bad. I mean, I've seen some motors that are $200 just for a motor with no kit or anything else. This was right at $200 plus with tax for 2 motors and the whole kit thing. But you know what? If it don't work, it don't work. So the ApisQueen, these 2 little motors anyway, that is still hot. So it's a bust. Well, sorry the video wasn't any better as far as, you know, actually being able to do a test, but with the one motor not working, nothing I can do, and we're going to send it back. Hopefully I'll have another one, and at least I've got my mount ready, so at least you're ready to find another, hopefully, dual thruster system that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. I don't know why this is causing such a problem. I don't know if they're just having problems with these. This is the left one. Well, hopefully I'll be able to get out there on the water and start doing some fishing soon. And I'll see you out there when I get out there on the water.